fucked up world we... I'm telling you, those systems were designed by eggheads who know nothing about rapidity.
Hey, I'd like to talk about those filters. You know, the miner's idea. You can't be serious. You know this whole thing is ridiculous, right? I'll be honest with you. I don't want to upset him. At least there's no harm putting in those filters. Well, you're the captain. You want me to indulge your paranoia? I'll do just that.
Base is airtight. I'll do...
How's that phantom pain of yours? Are you feeling any better?
No, I'm not. It's not going away.
Huh, that's not good. Maybe you would benefit from a proper timeout in the infirmary?
Yeah, I'll sure appreciate it when the next surge of pain gets me.
I'd like to talk to you about that filtering system you mentioned earlier.
Okay. You didn't change your mind, did you?
No, I'm glad you came to me with the idea. I just wanted to let you know that I'm going through with it.
Really? I was sure you were gonna say I'm being paranoid or something. Should I go there next? All done. Should I take care of this now? Hi there.
I have something for you. The exercise equipment you asked for.
Awesome, man! I knew I could rely on you. Can't wait to try these babies out.
time of day? This is not good. I better get back inside now. What is going on? Damn it. We don't have enough radiation filters.
Jan, can you come see me? There's a thing. Got everything you need out there?
You wanted to talk?
Yeah, the magnetic storm. Quite a ride, huh?
Tell me about it. Glad we're out of it. For good, I hope.
Hope is the mother of fools. If you ask me, it looks like recurring magnetic storms might be a thing around here. We should think about how to prepare in case another one hits us.
Any ideas?
Actually, yes.
Tell me.
Well, it's pretty obvious that during emergencies the base relies heavily on existing supplies, right?
Right?
That means we could use a smarter way to manage our production, to make sure we have a stable backup of all the crucial stuff.
That would be nice.
Well, listen to this. I found something in the manuals. The procedure we could set up. It's called Uphold Production. It lets you choose any item you want to produce, let's say a radiation filter, and establish the amount of it you always want to have at the ready. Whenever you have less items on stock than you need, new ones will be queued for production automatically. Just like that.
Huh. That sounds like it could spare us a lot of micromanagement.
Exactly. Try it out and maybe we won't die because someone forgot to make mush.
I'd like to talk to you about that filtering system you mentioned earlier.
Okay. You didn't change your mind, did you?
No,
Really?
What the fuck? Did you just chop your arm off?
What's it look like? A fucking prank? I had to get rid of it.
But why?
Because it wasn't just in my head. It was real. Real pain, and I ended it. Like you couldn't. Just fuck off.
There's an issue we need to discuss. Let's meet.
All done. Should I take care of this now? What a week, huh? What's going on? Oh, I'm dizzy.
Are you all right? What happened in the refinery?
Wish I knew. I blacked out. I think there was a leak and I inhaled toxic fumes.
You blacked out? You need some time to get better?
A few minutes are more than enough, thanks.
So, we completed the crunch. Congratulations. And what are your thoughts?
It was totally worth it.
You're learning fast. Good. But there's more to this lesson than just the ability to push your team to their limits. What's that? You learned that sometimes achieving a goal requires being hard-headed. It can mean brutal methods, but it brings results. Huh. Thanks. I noticed you've been down lately.
It's nothing.
Is it? Come on. Is there anything we could talk about to cheer you up?
Cheer me up? I'm not a child, but I always liked racing games. I don't want to brag, but I was so good at Hell Drivers, I once made it to the top 100 players online.
Hey, cool. I bet you like racing movies too. We should watch one together sometime.
Man, I'd love to watch Speed and Rage with the others. I don't know anyone who wouldn't like that flick.
Wanted to talk? Yes, I managed to come up with a satisfactory magnetic storm prediction system. We'll be ready for the next one when it comes. If it comes.
Great. I feel safer already.
But that's not all. While analyzing the nature of this phenomenon, I discovered something very curious. You do know how dangerous it is to be outside the base during a magnetic storm, right?
I do now. The radiation levels go crazy. It could be lethal.
Well, it might be hazardous to health, but if you're a risk taker, it could also be worthwhile.
What do you mean?
I've been performing some observations, and it seems that the energy of the magnetic storm stimulates certain resource deposits to be more active and productive. 2 types of deposits, to be precise. Organics and rubidium. In practical terms, it means they can be mined much more efficiently during a storm. Isn't it fascinating, Jan? Those resources are in tune with the magnetic field somehow. It's like a mysterious, unheard-of ecosystem.
Absolutely. We need to make use of that discovery.
Of course, feel free. As long as you don't send me out there.
I'd like to talk to you about that, Phil. Okay, No, really?
Come see me. I'd like to draw your attention to something.
I never thought I'd need to say it, but wow, having a bed is awesome. I can see that you're angry. Just leave me alone. Come on, let me help. What do you usually do when you feel like this? I don't know. Go to a bar, I guess. Nothing better than a bottle of cheap, lukewarm beer, am I right? Well, brother, good news. There's plenty of beer, and it's free. Give my people plenty of beer, good and cheap, and you will have no revolution. You wanted to discuss something?
Yes, that moron who amputated his arm for no reason. Can you believe it? At a moment like this, we can't afford to have unproductive crew members on board.
Not much we can do about it now.
Well, we have to do something. That's why I wanted to talk. I could fit him with a prosthetic arm.
That's a great idea. Don't get beside yourself. It's a standard procedure in such cases.
Of course, I'd need a little time to tweak the details, but just assign the task to me and I'll know what to do. Have no doubt. If we want to meet our targets, we'll need a miner on top 4.
Look at this. Jan gave me my old lucky multi-tool. Now that's what I call a practical gift. Should I take care of this now? Jan, can you come see me? There's a thing. You wanted to talk about something? Yeah, our one-armed friend. I've heard the scientist wants to give him a prosthetic arm to make him more productive. Yeah, and make his life easier. You seriously concerned about how he feels? Because if you are, then you probably realize he didn't self-harm for no reason, and a prosthetic won't necessarily solve the problem.
What are you saying?
You might want to consider a different solution, more sophisticated and compassionate.
Compassionate?
Yeah, well, I was thinking, Rapidium speeds up organic growth, right? And since you created us, our whole bodies from just a DNA sample, can't you use the same technology to recreate a single limb?
Oh, sure, so that the miner can just cut it off again?
And what if he doesn't? Look, I know he felt that pain before, but what if this time you gave him his arm, one that would feel like a part of him from the very start? Show him that you believe he deserves a second chance.
How can you be sure the pain won't come back?
I can't. But something tells me it won't, because the problem is not really in his arm.
All right, I'm listening.
The poor bastard's insecure as hell. Changing that would be a big deal.
And how would you go about it?
I'm sure the scientist could figure out a way. He's too efficiency-driven to commit to it, but I know you could push him to make the extra effort.
Hey, I wanted to talk to you about the miner's arm again. What's there to talk about? The solution is simple. A prosthetic arm. I was thinking, what if we try to use Rapidium to grow it back?
Now, why would we want to do that?
To find a more compassionate solution to his problem. It might not be about the arm at all, but about his insecurities. Remind me, are we here to mine Rapidium or to humor insecure individuals? I get your point. Still, I'm convinced we should go for it. I'm making the decisions, and I'll handle the consequences. You just do your job. You seem to have it all figured out. Fine then, just assign the task to me, and I'll get to work.
Looks like I'm done. Should I go there next?
Another movie. This one was actually on my pile of shame. Where my stuff landed here? Lucas? What's up?
I thought I'd check up on you. How's that bridge going?
All good, Lucas. Everything under control. Why do you ask?
Well, I just wanted to tell you again how important what you're doing is. You know, collecting rubidium. In case you forgot, which would be totally understandable. I mean, I wouldn't want you to feel pressured. You don't have to worry about it now if you've got more important things on your list. Just, don't forget about it completely, okay? Keep it in the back of your head, please, for when you're less busy.
Okay, Lucas. Noted.
Perfect. Speak soon.
Hey, I found this. I brought it on this mission, but thought that maybe it could mean something to you too.
No way! On my old skipping rope. So you did want to get back in shape.
Yeah. I thought that I'd be bored enough here to train regularly.
If I remember correctly, buying it was my first attempt at working out. Did I fail? Yes. But it was a start. Thanks, man.
Hey, man. I can see you've been tense lately.
Oh, me? Nah. I'm cool.
Come on. Let me help. How do you usually deal with, anxiety?
Anxiety? I'm not a wimp. I don't do anxiety.
None of us do. We're one hell of a tough team.
That's right. We'll get by.